from the gold itself or to give equivalent money for the gold? And do we have to give zakat on diamonds and semi-precious stones?
Okay.
Okay? Jazakallah.
Barakallahu. Okay, zakat and gold. You got that one, Sheikh?
Yeah.
I hope you. Okay, we've got Hadi from Saudi Arabia. Hadi, you're live and ask Huda. Your question, please.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
I have two questions.
Okay.
My first question is about Ramadan, the fasting. If I shift from a country to another country where I have to, if I fast, it comes up to Eid, it comes more than 30 days. Should I fast the complete days till Eid? Maybe it comes like 32 or 33 days if I shift from my country.
Okay.
Or should I stop at 30 days? And my second question is, my brother he's working in foods and beverage department in the hotel. Is his money halal? Can he perform Hajj from that money? And if not, what about the ministers or the corporate officers who don't directly deal with alcohol, but somehow they have to sign the papers that talk about the profits of beverages or anything about alcohol, though they don't want to deal with it, but because they are on a higher position and they have to take the records.
Okay.
And they don't have the power to stop it. So what about their money?
Your brother works in a hotel. This hotel
Yeah.
is in an Islamic country?
No, it's not in an Islamic country.
Okay.
He does deal with he doesn't deal with it directly, but he has to sign the papers regarding beverages and alcohols and wines.
I understand.
Jazakallah khair.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go back to some of the questions we had before.
Okay.
We've got Iqbal from Saudi Arabia, and he asked a question regarding zakah. Okay, he's only got gold, he's got no money. Is zakah still payable?
Yes.
Okay.
And if he does not have money to pay for the zakat, then he has to sell portion of that gold.
Okay, great. Jazakallah khair. Faisal, she rang back just to clarify her question from yesterday, and she said she's speaking about somebody who's made a pledge not to stop smoking, but because of friends and some pressure from peers, he still smokes.
Okay. This, first of all, it's an innovation to swear on the Quran. And this is maybe acceptable on the Bible, but it's definitely not acceptable on the Quran, because a lot of the people think that by putting their hands on the Quran, this enforces their swearing and their oath or whatever, and this is completely unacceptable. This is an innovation, and it's in some cases it could be humiliating the Quran, because it's not made to be sworn on like in this manner. But if a person swears to Allah Azza wa Jal that he will stop smoking, then he should fulfill this oath he took upon himself. If he doesn't, if he goes back to smoking, or if he does something that he said that he will not do by Allah, and he does this thing, then he has to make the kafara, and the expiation for not fulfilling your oath by Allah Azza wa Jal is one of the three: either to feed 10 poor people, and this is indicated in the Quran, to feed 10, not to feed 10 times. And a lot of people think this, it's okay, I know only one poor person, so I'll feed him today, tomorrow, the day after, for 10 times, and this is not acceptable. You have to feed 10 people, or grant them clothes, or this is the third option, to free a slave. But if you can't do any of the previous three, then you may fast 3 days, and they don't have to be in a row, but you have to fast these 3 days. And a lot of the Muslims, unfortunately, start with fasting. So it's whatever they swear and they don't do what they have sworn on, they fast 3 days, and this is wrong. They have to feed or grant or give clothing or free a slave. If not possible, then they may fast the 3 days.
Jazakallah khair. Before we go to our break, we have 2 calls, and then we're going to go for a quick break. We have Sadia from Saudi Arabia. Sadia, you're live on Ask Huda. Your question, please.
Hello, I'm Aisha from Saudi Arabia.
Okay, I've got Aisha. Okay, Aisha, your question, please.
I wanted to know, do someone cause it bad luck or good luck on someone else, like wife to husband or husband to wife?
What do you mean by bad luck and good luck? Sorry.
Hello?
Hello, could you clarify the question?
I wanted to know, do someone cause a good luck or a bad luck to someone else, like wife to husband or husband to wife?
Okay. Okay, Jazakallah khair.
Okay.
Sister Aisha, Jazakallah. Do we have Sister Sadia with us? Sister Sadia,
Walaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
I've got 3 questions, Sheikh.
Okay.
First question is, in fasting can we brush our teeth with paste? Shall fasting will be break or not?
Okay.
And second is, I've got 8-year-old son. He's my only child, and he says that he wants to sleep with us only. Like, so till what age we can allow our children to sleep with us, like parents?
Okay.
And third question is, I saw your episode 3 days back. You said that God does not exist in the world, like He is over the throne, but His knowledge is in the world, like. So, but in the Quran, God has told the Prophet that whenever my slave asks about me, tell him that he is very near to the slave, like he is nearer to the jugular vein. So how does this, so what shall we take from this, like?
Okay. Jazakallah khair, Sister Sadia.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Jazakallah khair for your call and your patience as well. We're going to try and go for a quick break, inshallah. We'll be back in a couple of minutes, so please stay tuned. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
The true life of the Muslim starts at death. If you wish to enhance your knowledge of the Islamic perspective on the hereafter, this life doesn't go on forever, but we do so little to prepare for it because most of us don't know what happens after this life ends. If you want to be amongst those who know, then join us every Saturday at 19:30 GMT for the inevitable journey.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to Ask Huda. We ask you again, please do telephone in straight away. Our country code is 202 855 248 and 855 249. Our email address is ask@huda.tv. Sheikh, we had 2 questions from Irshad yesterday. The first question was regarding, I think it was something to do with the Maghrib prayer and the Isha prayer. Combining them, can they be prayed together?
Well, if I recall, I have a very, very weak memory. But if I recall correctly, his question was if he is praying Maghrib and they are praying...
stance. Yes, that's right. You're right, yeah.
So, in any case, you have to pray 3 rak'ahs. So if the Imam is praying 2 rak'ahs, then you stand up after he concludes his prayer and you finish the 3rd. If he's praying Isha prayer, 4 rak'ahs, and you join him in the first, you pray with him the 1st, 2nd, and the 3rd, but when he stands up to the 4th, you conclude your prayer and the Maghrib prayer and offer taslim. If you can catch up with him for Isha, then go ahead. If not, then you pray Isha on your own, but you may never shorten Maghrib prayer. You have to pray the 3 rak'ahs.
Jazakallah Shaykh. Irshad's second question was regarding the cutting of the hair for the women. Can it be cut? He even spoke about shaving their hair. Is this allowed?
No, shaving their hair is completely unacceptable unless, may Allah forbid, they have a surgery in their heads. And they have to do this. But other than that, it's completely forbidden. Cutting their hair short is possible and acceptable as long as they're not imitating men. Because nowadays a lot of the women cut their hair like men. And you cannot differentiate, unfortunately. Now this is completely forbidden. The Prophet ﷺ cursed those from men who imitate women, even by voice, even by looks. They are cursed by the Prophet ﷺ.